Now we will start the unit. And to start the unit, I will push the on-off switch of the AC power. Then I will get a green LED here that indicates me that all of the hardware is properly connected. And now we'll be ready to start my unit. To do that, I will push the power button of the wired remote for a couple of seconds. And you will note that the green LED starts blinking, means the unit is booting. When it will return to green solid LED, that means the unit has booted. This is the main screen that you will see when you start the unit. There are a lot of information and we're going to break that down now. As you can see, there are 3 columns. Each of the columns corresponds to one channel. On the left side, we have PT. On the middle, we have PS2. And on the right, we have PS1. It follows the exact same order as on the unit for the pneumatic connectors. On the first line, in light blue, you will see all of your actual values, which means where do you want to go, at what airspeed do you want to go, what differential pressure do you want to get, and what altitude do you want to go at. And on the second line, you will see all of your rates in darker blue. Is how fast do you want to get there, how fast you want to get your differential pressure, and how fast do you want your rate of climb going. So let's break that down one line by one line. On the first line, you have all of your units for PT, PS2, PS1. Currently, they are set in knots, feet, and feet. On the second line, you have all of your actual values that we've described. On the third line, in the blue boxes, you'll be able to input the actual airspeed you want to go to, the actual differential pressure you want to generate, and the actual altitude you want to go to. On the fourth line, you will have all of your units that correspond to the unit you've selected on the top for PT, PS2, PS1, and those will be your units for the rates. So in knots per minute, feet per minute, and feet per minute here. On the fifth line, you will have all of your rates currently set at 0 because the unit is in the measure mode. On the sixth line, you will be able to input all of the rates and how fast you want to get to the airspeed, altitude, and differential pressure that you've set. Finally, on the seventh line, you will have those 3 what I call ovals, and that will let you decide between the 3 modes in which a pitot-static tester can be, which is measure, leak, or control. So how do you get there? Well, as you've noticed, there are little numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 0, dot, plus, minus, and 5, 6, 7, 8 on the side of each of the boxes in which you can input parameters. Well, each of those numbers corresponds to one parameter that you can input. For example, if you want to change your units, for PT you will push 1, for PS2 you will push 9, for PS1 you will push 5. If you'd like to change your target, for target airspeed for PT you will push 2, target differential pressure for PS2 you will push 0, and target altitude for PS1 you will push 6. For the rates, for PT you will push 3 to change the target rate. You will push the dot button to change the target rate for PS2, and you will push the number 7 to change the target rate for PS1. Finally, if you'd like to change the mode, for PT you will push 4 to switch between measure, leak, and control. For PS2 you will push the button plus minus that is located here to change between measure, leak, and control. And for PS1 you will push the number 8 to switch between measure, leak, and control. So let's take an example and start with PT. Currently, the unit is in knots. To change the unit, I will push 1. And that will give me all different units as a choice to change to. If I want to change my units to PT millibar, for example, I will push 7 here and select PT millibar. My new unit will be selected here. Now a little parenthesis about what you're seeing now. The input is blinking and is waiting for me for confirmation. That is useful for 2 reasons. The first one is I want to make sure that whatever I entered is actually what I wanted to do. So that allows me to confirm my input. And number 2, this also allows me to enter more inputs form different channels, or to change the unit for another channel, or to change the target for the same channel. And I can input multiple parameters and launch all of them at the same time by clicking on Go. Right now, all I want to do is show you how to change units. So I will click on Go and confirm my new unit. Right now, PT is switched from knots to PT millibar and will remain like that until I change it next. If we look quickly at PS2, if I push number 9, I will see different units that I can select as well, depending on what my aircraft maintenance manual is asking me to input. Same for PS1. If I want to change my unit for PS1, I will push 5 and have the choice between feet, meters, inches of mercury, millibar, PSI, millimeters of mercury, and kPa. Now, if I want to change my targets, I will take the example of PS1 here and push number 6. And I will enter the new target menu here that will let me input a new altitude if I want to enter it. And it works the same way for PT with number 2, PS2 with number 0, and then for the rates, number 3 for PT, dot for PS2, and number 7 for PS1. Number 4, plus minus, and 8 will let me change from measure to control. Finally, the last button that we haven't reviewed is the 000 that will let me switch the tester between a SmartProbe test set and a regular Pitot and static tester. If I push this 30, the PS2 channel will be deactivated and only show me PT and PS1, so I can perform regular Pitot and static checks on any non-SmartProbe equipped aircraft. Now that we have reviewed a quick description of the main screen, I will take the iPad and give you a quick explanation on how to pair it.